Hi, it's me, Brittany. And well, here we are in episode 4 of the Nuzlocke. It's a it's an episode, all right. A lot of things happen. Also, I'm over here now, so don't mind that. Um, let's get into it, shall we? Now, mind the weird sound, or not. Okay. Anyway, so I decided to put Slinky up front because I figured, you know what? He needed to be levels. That seemed like the best idea to me at the time. And I would absolutely later regret it because Slinky is not prepared for what's going on here. So here we are. Anyway, I decided to try and do all of the NPC stuff because I thought, well, that's probably a thing I should do. So, I got cut, which is great. And since I just beat Roxanne, I could use it. So I figured, you know what? Maybe maybe I could put it on a Pokemon. And then, I decided to tell this guy to tell his kid Bubble Butt because I have the sense of humor of a toddler. And Bubble Butts entertain me for obvious reasons. Anyway, I skip through a lot of this stuff. Like, I go really quickly through a lot of this stuff because it's all filler, really. Like, let's be real, we're here for the battles. And so, I figured, if I do this quickly, that'll get that done with. And, I could put cut on Slinky, great, and, just get out of town. Just go and do stuff. So we come to our first battler, and honestly, I don't know what I was thinking. I know Slinky only goes every other turn. I should not have put him out. And sure enough, he, the getting pumped should have been the first warning. But I tried to get that yawn off, and I hoped that it would just put him to sleep. And unfortunately, it backfired terribly. It backfired terribly, and we lost Slinky. And really, that should have been a portent for things to come, because I should have just stopped there. Should have just stopped there. But I decided that I was going to keep on trying. And, thankfully, this battle went fairly easily after Slinky passed. And I thought, well, all right, Slinky was pretty low level. I shouldn't have had him out front. Or I should have traded him out quickly and, gotten, Nod out or somebody else out to, kind of deal with things quickly. But I didn't choose to do that, and I regret it. Like, a lot. So, anyway, I run back so much. Like, I don't ever have enough potions, it feels like. So I put Slinky in the dead box, and I changed the dead box because I figured, they didn't need to be sitting in a pool of lava. And then I just sit here because, ADHD, my attention got drawn elsewhere, and that was the end of it. And I just sat here. That was great. Good job, Brittany. And, yeah, so now I'm like, well, shit, I gotta put cut on somebody else. But nobody else, like, I was worried that I didn't know if I could put cut on somebody and then, like, take it off of them and use it on some. I wasn't sure. So anyway, now I don't have cut on anybody. And it's battle after battle right now. It's ridiculous. But they're all wild Pokemon, so I just sped up the battles to get it over with. If anything serious had actually happened, I probably would have shown you the battle, but nothing really came of it. And then Abras, I mean, what's the fucking point? They just disappear. They just disappear. So then an Incada, and, it really, I don't get it. Like, maybe it's a ROM thing, but it feels like you walk out into the grass and you're just bombarded. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Anyway, so I didn't learn my lesson from the first guy, so I decided, you know what? Instead of walking by these people, I'm just going to battle them all, because of course I am. And luckily this guy was okay, but still, I really shouldn't have done that. Or maybe I should have done more of that? I don't know. But yeah. Poison. Poison scares me because poison, if I'm remembering right, poison can actually make your Pokemon faint outside of battle. And that is terrifying. That is absolutely terrifying. So I'm like literally looking at Chirp going, shit, now I have to run you back to the Pokemon Center. I can't remember if I had an antidote or not. Can't remember if I purchased one. But I was just terrified that he was gonna die outside of battle. No, Blue. He's by far my favorite Pokemon of this particular, you know, setup that I had. I say had, unfortunately. Anyway. Easy peasy. Harden is such a pain. I brought Knot out because Ember just crushes through these bug types. You know, it's funny because usually I'm not a big fan of fire type Pokemon. Like, I say usually as though I haven't, you know, played like one other fucking Pokemon game. But like, when I was in Crystal, I know I didn't choose a bug type as my first. Or not a bug type, a fire type. I chose a fire type specifically because when I was looking up Nuzlocks, you know, a lot of these Pokemon players say that you should absolutely have your first be your fire type because they're harder to find. Anyway, it looks like I had a berry, so I was able to cure him, which is great. And so, you know, just healing up and then running back out. There's a lot of back and forth, just healing up and running back out, healing up and running back out. And just constant repetition of trying to level these Pokemon because I was terrified. I was terrified that I would have to go through that cave and not be able to do it. So, you know, I wanted to get them as high up as I could because I was scared that I would just, you know, lose my whole team to just a random trainer. Luckily, everybody here seemed to be pretty low level, so, you know, I was able to. I just realized that my foot is right in the way of my level. I can't even see my level. Oh well. So, yeah, I was just trying to see what I could do to make this easier on myself. And so Chirp got to level 10. Great. Good start. And you know, I beat Karen, so awesome. And I had high hopes, you know, like I thought, oh, well, this isn't going too badly. No problems. Now, the reason I'm saying this like this is spoilers. I wiped. I wiped already. And, I don't want to tell you about it yet because it's not in this episode, but I cut this up because it was too long. It was like 2 hours. So I cut this one and the next one up, but I do wipe when I'm playing in this particular time. And it just killed me. Like, I was so sad. You know, you kind of hope that you can actually do something like this. It's actually a lot harder than people think. And I wiped in the stupidest way, which is so on brand for me. But yeah, I think that this will be the last episode of this particular Nuzlocke. I'll put the wipe in at the very end so you can see that. But yeah, I think this is the last episode of this particular Nuzlocke because I don't really have the heart to go and cut up the next episode and really just do it all, you know? especially considering it went so well until the end. So I think that's what I'm going to do, is I'm actually going to just add the last bit. And this will be the last episode of Baby's first Nuzlocke, because I will absolutely be trying again. I'm not going to quit. I'm going to try again, and I'm going to see if I can't do a better job next time, because this felt like a test run to me, and I was so tempted. I can't tell you how tempted I was to just leave it and just not show you that I had failed, because I didn't want to fail. I was like, I could just go back in the video and alter it and you'd never know. But what, that wouldn't be fair. You know, that where's the integrity in that? And I'm trying to be a person with integrity when it comes to stuff like this. Like, I know it's something small. I know it's something minimal, you know, playing a Pokemon game. But I want it to be, I want it to be better. You know, I want to be better, and I'm not going to get better by lying about it. So, I do wipe. Everybody dies. And it's all my fault. And I'm so mad. Because I don't know what I was thinking. So, anyway, that's it. I wiped. But it was my first time. I'm gonna do another one. I'm gonna do another one, and I'm gonna do much better. I'm at least gonna get to the third gym, because it was absolutely the second gym that got me. And I don't know how I was expecting to beat him, but like I accidentally clicked on the leader, and yeah. So I'm sorry, I don't have the heart to like try and do a whole video extra about this. I figure just rip the band-aid off, get it done, because I completely and utterly borked this. Like, first off, I should have paid more attention to the game. I should have looked things up. I should have known what I was getting into. But that first Machamp for Brawly just took me out to the cleaner. And it was so bad. It was so bad. I don't know how to express it other than that. And I'm so frustrated, because I really liked the team. I named everybody just like you're supposed. That's what it is. It's the emotional damage that I'm having a hard time with. But yeah, so anyway, I guess instead of just going through all of this and showing you, you know, all of the mess, I'll just cut to the moment that ruined it. Because I feel so dumb. And there's no way to put it other than that, is I feel so dumb. Because, you know, you see all this, and you see all of this, and, you know, I even made it through the fight with Brandon. I mean, I lost somebody, but I made it through the fight with Brandon. And I was like, okay, well, this isn't so bad. And then I go, you know, on that boat, and I get to the thing, and I'm like, oh, I'll just show you. Here, hang on. So this is where I lost. I got to Dewford. It took me a while to figure out that you had to go and get the sailor guy to take you here. But once I did, you know, I thought it would be like the other gym. Like, I thought it would be like Roxanne's gym, where, like, you know, you go in and you face, you know, a fighter, and then you can kind of like see how bad it would be. but that was not the case. You can't see anything in here, and I should have just looked up like a tutorial or something, and I didn't, and that was on me. But I'm going through and I'm expecting to find a trainer, and I didn't, at least not right away. And I clicked on this fucking guy, and I shouldn't have. Once you click, you're stuck. Like, what am I gonna do? I can't cancel out of it now. I'm here, and sure enough, it was the leader, and that Machop wiped my team. And I'm sure that a bunch of people who are well versed in Pokemon can tell me all of the ways that I fucked up beyond just getting in this situation. But here we are. And he just, there was nothing I could do. There was nothing I could do. I tried using Ember. It didn't do a damn thing. And I was like, well, shit, I don't want to lose Knot. So I'll switch. I thought maybe if I switch, maybe if I put Penny out, she's stronger. Maybe it would be all right, but she was one hit KO. And at that moment, that was when I started to realize just how screwed I was. Nobody else on my team is anywhere near the level needed for this. So, I sent Knot back out, and Knot died. I tried using a potion. I thought maybe, that would do it. But it didn't. It didn't. There was nothing I could do. There was nothing I could do at this point. I don't know. And like I said, I thought about just pretending it didn't happen, but where's the integrity in that? So I let it happen, and everybody died. Everybody died. There was no saving anybody. And it broke my heart a little bit, especially, I had just gotten Mac, and he was adorable. And, I saved Blue for last because it's kind of special, He was he's the banner Pokemon on my Nuzlocke banner. And I didn't want this to happen. But it did. And I was done. That was the end of the run.